Good start. I need a tripod, don't I? I can't have the top of my head cut off in every single video. This is ridiculous. How massive my knee looks. It's as big as my head. Look how non-flexible I am. I'm a bit poorly. Right, I'm sat on the floor, so we're gonna have to make this quick. Today I thought I would have a little chat about NCT classes and what I got from them and whether or not I think they're worth it and stuff, because I think they're pretty expensive and it's a bit of an investment. If my nose just squeaked. Bit of a spoiler alert for the video is that I'm really good friends with all the women that I met at NCT, and we all went to soft play and I took some really cute clips, so I'm gonna insert like a vlog montage. I'm holding a tissue in my hand, is that really gross? I'm gonna insert like a vlog montage now, and then when that's finished I'll chat about whether or not I think it's worth it and stuff. So enjoy. Sorry about the cringy vlog music, it's really hard to find good royalty-free music, but yeah. I don't know how to stop the music. So, NCT. I don't know what it stands for, but basically they do NCT classes, which is what I'm going to be talking about. And these are antenatal classes for when you're like 7 months pregnant-ish. So I heard about this when I was like 6 months pregnant. I just found out I was pregnant. I was like super scared. I didn't really know what to do next. Like I was like, do I buy loads of pregnancy books? Do I like I didn't know anything about babies or whatever, and I was just scared. My friend basically said if you can afford NCT classes, they're apparently really good. So I had a little look online, and for a 6-week class, so 1 class a week, so 6 sessions, was £200, which is extortionate in my opinion. That is so much money. Like, unless you're gonna help bring up my baby, I'm not paying you £200. I just thought it was ridiculous. And then I had a little look into it, and basically there are discounts available if you're a student or a low-income family. So I emailed NCT and was like, how big a discount are we talking? And it's big, it's 90%. I paid £20 for the classes that everyone else paid £200 for. If you're paying £20, it's worth it. Like, it's so worth it, 100%. Like, yeah. So the main reason I wanted to do NCT classes is because every like forum I came across, every website I came across, women were raving about how they met all their best friends at these classes, and it's been 20 years and their kids are all teenagers and they're still friends with like all their NCT friends and stuff. And at the time I was still at uni, all my friends were like not close to having babies, and I was just desperate for someone in a similar situation as me to talk to. So that was the main reason that I wanted to do it. And to be honest, at one point I was almost willing to spend £200, like I just wanted mum friends. Long story short, the classes themselves are kind of shit. You don't learn anything that you wouldn't already know, and that's coming from like me. Like me and Danny did not know anything pretty much about babies or about like the early stages of having a newborn, but we didn't really learn a whole lot. If anything, the stuff they told us about having a newborn like really scared us, because they were basically saying like your baby's gonna wake up every half an hour, like they're gonna be crying all through the night, they're gonna be like demanding food, you're not gonna like have time to do anything. They like really stressed us out, and then Remy came along and everything was fine. Obviously I know each baby is different, but I remember just being like, why are you scaring us? A lot of what they told us was kind of like common sense. I read one pregnancy and baby book. I didn't learn anything in the class that I didn't already know from that one book. So yeah, I think knowledge wise it totally was not worth it. And alongside that, we, as in the mums and dads, didn't really socialise or talk at all. Like, the lady that runs the class said that we were like one of the quietest groups because we just like didn't talk to each other. But like I thought they all seemed really lovely. I just didn't know like what to... it was just weird. I don't know, it was just a weird situation to be in. Like it was just like a weird environment. It might have just been my personal experience. For some reason it was weird. And it was only we set up a WhatsApp group, like all of the mums and dads, and no one really spoke. And then the mums just set one up and we started talking a bit just about like pregnancy symptoms and stuff. And then it was only once we had our babies that like a month later, I think, we all met up, like all the mums and babies. And then we've been meeting up every week since, and like now we're like really good friends and I love them all so much. And as you can see from like the vlog stuff that I put in, like they're all amazing and all the babies are lovely, and it's a really nice like support system to have had this year as well. I think it's just like going through something at the exact same time that other people are going through, it's always gonna like make you bond really quickly, like really important to have. And I can't really think of like another way that you would meet like a whole group of people whose babies are the exact same age as your baby, because even if you go to like local mum groups, like the kids are all obviously like different ages and stuff. So yeah, like hands down the best part of it was that. But yeah, like I said, I didn't really learn a whole lot. So I think that's all I really had to say. So just like a quick roundup, the pros are that you're probably gonna make at least a few really good friends, if not like you'll make friends with your whole group. It makes you feel productive. Like I think in the last few months of being pregnant you feel quite unproductive and you feel like you're just waiting for your baby to arrive, or at least that's how we felt. Like it was the slowest 3 months of my life. So I think having that class to go to every week sort of made me feel like each week like I was one step closer to meeting Remy. Like it just felt like, do you know what I mean? And then I would also say another pro is if you're low income then it's like super cheap, and it's definitely worth the £20. By the way, it differs where you are. So I think in London the classes can go up to like £300, and then in other cities they can be like as low as like 100 maybe. So it just differs like depending on where you are for some reason. Cons, I would say, is that you don't really learn a lot of new stuff. Like you're not really gaining much knowledge. And also if you're not low income then it's very expensive. So yeah, the friendships I have with these women now, that is definitely worth £200. Like if I'd have known I would definitely have met them and had that bond with them, then that is worth £200 even on our income. Like I would pay that. But obviously you're not guaranteed that you're going to make these friendships, but you near enough are. Like if you're in a group of like 8 to 10 other women, like chances are you're probably going to make friends with at least one of them, if not all of them. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Like overall, if what you're looking for is friendship and bonding and to have other people to go through the experience at the same time as you, it's 100% worth it. If what you're looking for is a class to like learn, then just get like a £10 baby book, or just go online. Like I read that one baby book because I just panicked and was like, fuck, I'm pregnant, I don't know anything. I'm pretty sure it was like the next day Danny ordered this book online for me, that was like but I can't remember what it was called, but it was like so big and fat, and I read the whole thing in like 2 days. I just didn't really need to. Like, I think that was like, it's such an old school way of thinking that like you're gonna learn everything from a book, but it just kind of made me feel a bit better and like understand each stage a bit more. But yeah, in general, like if you're about to become a new mum, a book or a class or any of that kind of stuff is probably not really going to teach you anything. It is a bit cliche, but it is all about doing it yourself and learning as you go. I was as clueless as they come. The first night that I was in hospital by myself, because Danny had to leave, all my family left. I'd given birth like 6 hours before, and I was just left in this room with Remy, and I was shitting myself. He needed a nappy change, and I didn't know how to change his nappy. I didn't know how to feed him. I literally did not know anything, and I was like, oh my god, I have to look after him forever, and I don't know what I'm doing. And if I'd read a book, that wouldn't have helped me. Do you know what I mean? Like, going to a class doesn't help you in that situation. I just had to like get up and figure it out myself. And yeah, I think that's like the best way to do things. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent, but what I'm trying to say is you don't need the class. I think that's my summary. Is NCT worth it? Depends. If you like the video, give it a like. If you're not subscribed, you probably should be. I'll leave my social media and my my blog linked below. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you next week.